My name is William Everett, and today we'll be talking about the Margaria-Kalamen stair climb test. Alright, so this test is basically, the purpose of this test is to be able to test the individual's lower body peak power. The Margaria-Kalamen test audience would be an athlete or a coach or some kind of instructor. Based on the pure fact that you can use this test to see if their lower body peak power. So say you use this test before you start a program and you only get so much wattage that you produced or power that you produce from your lower body. You go through the program, and then now a few months later you get tested to see that if it increased or decreased. So basically if you got better or worse. So some of the things that we will need for this test will be a stopwatch, tape measure, 3 cones, and a weight scale. So for each of these items, we need them for different reasons. So for the tape measure, we're gonna have to measure the height of the steps, and then we're gonna have to measure out 6 meters long in front of the steps so we can get a running start to perform the test correctly. For the stopwatch, you're gonna have an individual who is gonna start once you hit the first cone and then stop once you hit the 3rd cone. So speaking of the cones, every 3 steps, there's gonna be 1 cone placed on the step. The reason for that is so you can have a clear marker so you know which steps that you're allowed to step on. If you don't step on where the cone is placed, then you have to retest that trial because it is done incorrectly. And then the last part, for the weight scale, the reason why you have the weight scale so you can measure your body weight or the individual's body weight. I need the body weight to be able to calculate some information. So the learning objectives of this test are testing procedures, test scoring, reliability, and disadvantages. So now that I've given a quick overview of the test and some of the procedures, so before you get started, you want to make sure you get a dynamic warm-up so that there are no injuries that happen during this test, and you also want to get a quick little run through if the individual has never done it before. Or so for me, myself, a quick little run through so that you get comfortable hitting each cone that you need to hit basically every 3 steps, and getting the person that's timing it to get the start and the stop perfectly correct so that you can make the correct calculations later on.
We must convert the tester's weight into newtons. If we obtain the weight in pounds, we will multiply the weight by 4.45. If we obtain the weight in kilograms, we will follow the same procedure, but we will multiply the weight by 9.807 to obtain the same number in a step. In this video was measured as 7.8 inches. The elevation from the 3rd step to the 9th step is calculated. To convert inches to meters, you will multiply 46.8 inches by 0.0254 and obtain 1.19 meters. The time it took the tester from step 3 to step 9 was 0.57 seconds. This is your t-value. We can now plug the numbers into our equation. Our power output is 1,937.97 watts.